we see a number of young 1Ls emerging from their dens. It is a trio of the species reasonable law student. They are preparing for their great migration into the hallowed halls of Weldon. We shall be following these young creatures throughout the day.
Hold the elevator. Oh, can you hold those for a second? Thanks, I'll be right back. Just in case.
You a student here?
No, I'm a professor.
You're great.
No, I am. Yeah, I was a Fulbright scholar, you know.
Section A?
This always happens. I mean, God, I'm an accomplished academic writer. I went to this little liberal arts college in the US. You might have heard of it. It's called Yale. I published widely in well-respected journals on questions of property theory and institutional change.
Yeah, I went to Harvard.
The elevator's stuck.
This student is on her way to her first crim class with Professor Coughlin.
As I say, it ought to be 31, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, because that would work really well, especially as this was the point we went to juggling, if I remember correctly. Except we'll switch from those, and instead go with the whole. So, instead, what we have to do is understand the way in which new bracket. Partly what happened is January and February used to be the 11th and 12th months. That's actually why November, they got moved to 1 and 2, which is why November is the 11th month, but its name means 9, right? Same as September, 7, and yet it's the 9th month. October, off, 8th month, but it's actually the 10th month, because the last two got shifted to at the front.
Their first class done, the reasonable law students move to the strangest class of the week, contracts. The students think that after criminal, they are prepared for contracts. They aren't.
All right, guys. Who's ever heard of the Socratic method?
Wait, hold up. He can't really be.
Yeah, he's Irish.
You guys need to answer the question. Peter, do you know the answer?
Pass?
Do you have a friend who can answer?
No.
Ah, you bleeding heart liberal. You'll never make it in the cutthroat world of contracts. Get out!
Hey man, how you doing? Yeah, I'm stuck in the elevator with some nerd from Section A. He's got some scholarship or something. Thinks the world revolves around now. Alright, I'll talk to you later, man.
You do know I'm your professor, right?
You say something?
Next, we see a strange and mystifying ritual taking place amongst the 1Ls. Experts have called it public law.
Okay, she goes up the constitutional level, down to the textual level. Okay, this means she can make the words mean anything they want them to mean. So, what does this make you think of? Come on, y'all, it's Roncarelli and the rule of law.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question about, I guess, the arrow that goes into the circle with the other arrow that kind of loops through, again, the circle. You know what, actually, I don't have a question about that. I have actually no idea what all of that is. So I have a more general question, which is, if human rights are truly universal, then do they apply to the universe? Like, are there human rights in space?
We're talking about populating the framework here, not other planets.
Well, but it's possible humanity will start to colonize other planets, right?
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
And I'm asking you.
I don't know. I'm asking you.
And I'm asking you.
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 I'm asking
And
you.
I'm asking you. And I'm asking you. And I'm asking you.
It is late fall, and this year's 1L students have nearly completed their Orientation to Law course, a rigorous program of indoctrination designed to mold the students into culturally competent elites.
Therefore, if we continue to shift our gaze to the spaces where oppressive discourse remains unproblematized, robots will replace us all. Now get out there and make a difference!
A group of wily juveniles approach one another with caution.
What's up, bro? Bro. Good to see ya. Yeah, bro. Bro. Team. So, you guys going to Domus tonight or what?
Hey, what you call me?
What, guys? Come on, man. What's the problem?
Exactly. Guys, man, you automatically assumed I was a gender. So problematic, bro. Totally problematic, bro.
Boys, what's the problem?
Now that the young bros have been sufficiently problematized, they face their first challenge, an interaction with a female.
Are you going to Domus tonight?
I was thinking about it. These guys, I think, are gonna flake on me.
Oh, that's kind of rude. What about my community outreach event? Are you going to go to that on the weekend?
I don't know. I seems kind of problematic.
You know what's problematic? I just don't understand that public. So complicated and confusing.
It is problematic at times.
She always says to populate the framework. Like, what does she mean?
It seems very problematic.
Would you like to help me populate my framework?
That's problematic. Oh.
Here we have a typical Section C student in their natural habitat. Less developed than the other students, he is confined to a small area to prevent him getting into trouble.
Oh, no. It's okay. It'll be alright. Here you go. That'll make it better. You'll be okay. There you go.
Hey, what's in here, Dan?
I don't know, Dan. I don't know.
Daniels, I am not sure that this is part of the art exhibit that we're visiting today.
Well, actually, Dan, I believe this is a piece of art.
Yeah, what a striking piece of modern art.
Yeah, it's so fantastic. The artist is just working on so many levels. What a creative mind.
Well, I'm not quite sure what to make of it. What do you think, Dan?
Thank you for asking, Daniel. I believe that this can be interpreted in many different ways. You could spend hours upon hours looking at it. But at the root of it, I believe it's a critique of the modern formalism in legal scholarship.
Indeed.
You can clearly see that artists' inner turmoil, struggling to compress the vastness of the legal wilderness into these bewilderingly confined categories.
Excellent observation, Dan.
Excellent. It's just the violence, just contained within these pastel-covered boxes. I don't know what to think of it. I want to stop looking at it. Guys, I think I'm going to drop out of law school.
And so the day ends at Weldon. Tomorrow a new sun will rise, and the young 1Ls will begin again their great trek through the Weldon Wilderness.
You know, if we're here any longer, we'll be able to claim for adverse possession.